Shoot it. All right, let's start it up. We are back with another game of Deceive Inc. We're playing Vigil here again. And, well, it's kind of about time. We took a bit of a hiatus from Vigil here, but we're back. And ready to go. Looks like we're on Silver Reef. And, well, this is a build I really like. I don't know how to intro this, so I'm just going to try my best. This is a build I'm really liking, but I don't think it's the best one. I played a lot of Vigil now. We did just have double XP weekend. I think I hit Echelon 4, or I'm about to, so decent number of games. Kind of know what I'm doing. This is a build that I'm pretty much enjoying, but I don't think it's her best one. Although best right now is kind of hard to figure out, and mostly due to the hotfix they did. Because before the hotfix, best build was really easy. It was weapon 1 and basically whatever you wanted. That gun was quite good, and yeah, if you wanted to just win games, that was the one for you. But now they've done a hotfix that's kind of been brought in line with the other ones, and it seems fine. In my admittedly somewhat brief experience with that particular weapon, that's open. I think I saw them. They could have snuck out around the bend before I realized. I didn't hear it, so it could have been a while ago. Okay, whatever. It does seem to have been brought more in line with Vigil's other weapons and most of the cast. So I'm going with this one. This one seems pretty good. Okay. I mean, free entry I'll take. Okay. I wasn't really sure on that one, but please stand back up. Come on. There we go. Not great. We have a lot of heat off that. But one reason I really like the weapon 3 right now is because of the expertise, or the expertises. Basically, the way her expertise is working, we saw this in our early Vigil videos, is you pull out another weapon, right? You pull out another weapon, you fire it 3, 8, or 1 times. They all do various like status effect type things, and it's just another kind of gun. It's pretty cool. The problem I have with weapon 1 and a little less on weapon 2 is there doesn't seem to be a good time to use it. For example, weapon 1, you just kind of fire until they die or you hit the heat threshold. Obviously, you manage the heat threshold if you can, but the idea is though to fire as much as possible and do damage with, you know, bullets. So it doesn't really seem a good opportunity to use your expertise and somewhat your passive. But that's kind of another thing I want to mention. But when I use weapon 1, I don't find I use my expertise that much, and the expertises are really cool, and I want to use them. So, while it may not be necessarily the best, I missed. There we go. Well, it may not necessarily be the best setup here. I get to use my expertise, which I really like to use. So, yeah, we also have the proximity mine, as we've seen a couple times now. That 10 bonus damage is kind of enough to make the difference sometimes. In fact, what we just did there, or I tried to do there, was you mine them, you shoot them, that's going to be 45 damage total. And then during that downtime, when the gun, we can't actually shoot a gun, we can switch to our lightning gun, shoot them about 3 times or so. That's going to be 15 damage and a big slow on them. And while they're slowed, if we can land that follow-up headshot, that is going to be 115 damage total, a headshot doing 60. So it is kind of a combo. I'm not going to say I discovered it. I saw it on the internet, not going to lie. But it is a pretty interesting combo that just sort of do that. Do I want to do this? I don't have any key cards. I don't want to do this.
Did I lose the touch?
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I like this gun. Because it shoots slow, I feel like I can use my expertise pretty effectively, actually.
Could optimize this.
Now, one thing to know about the proximity mine, I haven't seen this myself, but it's apparently a little buggy when it goes off, especially if you're putting it on the floor and somewhat the roof, from what I've heard. Again, I'm just reporting on what I heard here. I haven't experienced that myself, because I usually try to, you know, hit the person with it. Also, that was dumb of me to throw, because now it's a 12-second cooldown for me to be able to throw another one, but it's fine. I'm still in that old headspace where it wasn't quite that long of a cooldown. Okay, well, something's going on around here-ish. We might need an exorcist, not a spy, but we'll do our best here. Oh, jeez, this is gotta be one of the toughest to figure out right now. If a player guard's following like a VIP, that's gotta be among the hardest to detect right now, just because the guard's following the VIP.
There is no vault terminal.
This is still here? Cool, I'll take it. It is just the one key card. That is going to save us a bunch of intel later, but I did really want a blue if I could get my hands on one. Yeah. We might do a little walk around. What was the last time? Way over there. Yeah, it's all the way back to E. If I go all the way to A, it's going to take forever. We might just go back to E at this point and make sure we get enough intel to do stuff.
Intel gathered. Intel acquired.
So yeah, kind of bouncing around a conversation here, but I'm not really sure what the best build is. I think in terms of passive, there isn't one that particularly is better than the other. It kind of, well, I think mine is probably the worst. The one we have is probably the worst one. While that 10 damage can make a difference, often it doesn't. And well, oh, Doug's fine, maybe. Okay, yeah. Kind of want that one intel, but there's some weirdness, but I think it's just that one guard who needs the exorcist over there. Yeah, so the mine I don't think is the best passive. The sonar and the EMF, the locking one, both seem to have pretty
And here I was thinking
obvious and good use cases where you can use them effectively. So probably one of those two. It's probably a personal choice. If you want the tracking on the one versus... Oh, let's go in the door we already opened. Yeah, if you want the tracking on the one versus the lockout of the other. Alright, still no one here. In terms of expertise, I kind of think that the third one's the best one. Just because the movement is going to be always valuable. Where this is a slow, which can be good, but like I said, on many weapons, it's kind of hard to use. You don't really want to lead with it. You kind of... What happened here? You don't like really want to lead with it. Oh, I don't think I can do anything about that noise. It's also just stopped now. It also sounded like a cav. I don't see anybody. I realize we're also not really blending at all due to... Okay, maybe they're in the vault just down here. Oh, blue key card, that's kind of big. They're also not in the vault, but this works.
Time and intel. Great.
We're just gonna move on. I can't be hunting down that cav. The path to them's really far. And yeah, yeah, expertises. The movement one seems really good. This one seems fine. I don't think it's my favorite. Again, I think you need time to use it. The 5 damage is not a lot, and the slow is, I mean, slow is good. No hating on slow, but it is just 5 damage. It's a lot. It's a big investment to do 40 damage and slow them. So I think canceling it early is definitely the way to go. Oh my gosh, where's a printer? There we go. And Yeah, and then the smoke bomb. I think the smoke bomb's really strong, but it's
Patching you in, Iris.
again, it's one of those I don't feel like I have time to use it. I don't want to lead with it. It doesn't do that much damage. The smoke takes a second to like appear, which is a little frustrating, but not really a big deal. But I just don't feel like on any of the weapons besides this one I have time to use it, and if I am using this one, it's kind of a precision. I'd rather use the slow so we can hopefully land that headshot for 60.
This will save some time.
And then weapons, I was kind of over them. The weapon one feels kind of in line. I think it's pretty good. This one feels kind of like the Duke. I don't know if I have a favorite weapon. This one I like because of the expertise, but not particularly because of the weapon, if that makes sense. 2 people. But yeah, I really like this weapon when it had no damage fall off or sniper level damage fall off, which clearly was not okay. Like, I'm not saying it should have stayed. It definitely shouldn't have, but it was really cool to just like pop someone from way far away with this and know you did a ton of damage to them.
Right fit. Nice.
Oh, they took each other out. Nice. Now we just have to fight a cav, which in itself a bit terrifying. Nope, they didn't take each other out. It was a Larson and they were in poof while we were doing that.
Rival agent detection started.
All over again.
Oh, there we go. I don't know what was happening. I think the Larson was mimicked to hide from the cav, and the cav went to hide right next to the Larson to get their cover back. And then the Larson like started shooting, and then I was there. So, if you ever needed more evidence as to why you probably shouldn't be fighting each other, if neither of you have the package, because that can just happen. You, I mean, obviously that fight looked like it started like as I got the package, but you gotta let that go at that point, because I was well on my way, and Larson was probably damaged because it looked like they poofed away. Cav, yeah, I probably should have shot the Cav, but anyway, that was an interesting game. That's a small showcase of this build. I really liked what we did to the first Larson. That was kind of what I'm going for most of the time. That second 2 kills were just kind of me. Oh, there it is. It is Echelon 4. I third party, but that happens with the package. It shouldn't, but it does. Anyway, let's do a game 2 here and we'll see what this build can really do. All right, we are back for game 2 on Diamond Spire here, and looks like we're gonna get an early green outfit and some stuff to go with it. Okay, not a ton of stuff to say here. I said a lot of stuff in game 1, got through most of the stuff I wanted to get through. Do you want to talk a little bit about the mine, the passive too, because it was a little hard on it, and I do want to shout out specifically for this weapon. Even if you're not using the zap gun here or the particular like combo thing we touched on in game 1, I think the mine and this weapon work fairly well together because 3 body shots with this weapon is going to be 105 damage, which is enough early game. But once you get into the later parts of the game, people start having health chips, and anything above a gray is going to survive that 105 damage, which means you need a little more. And, well, 105 just happens to be 10 less the damage of the proximity mine than the actual maximum. Is that right under me? It's right under me, isn't it? I thought it was in here, but it's under me. We're going to try to third party this. Sounded like a Cav and a Larson. Oh, there's Larson. Is the Larson getting away? Is the Cav getting away? Is everyone getting away from me? Cav might not be. This is where I missed Ace's trace. Ah, okay. No one used that either, which I think they were kind of past. But damn. This gun does have damage fall off now, so that one shot on the cav probably wasn't gonna be enough, and I kind of knew that, which is why I was holding back, but then I didn't think I'd get another chance, so I went for it. Keycard. Okay, well, back on to what we were doing, except now with more looking around. Hello. Probably fine. Yeah, at first I thought it was in here, but it was under me. Hello, are you letting me in? Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. Little touch on the jaw there. Looks like we actually made that work.
No vault terminal. Better
Alright,
hurry up
keycard's
and
pretty
exit.
good. It's a shame both of them got away somehow. Heard the door open again, which is scary to me. Have to be on our best behavior. Not that it matters here. We'll just have to be ready for a fight. But given we left a dead body right at the door, not a dead body, just a given we dropped someone right at the door, it probably was just like a and the fact no one's come in here kind of confirms that. I don't want to go out that way though. We'll go out the extra sus way. If anyone was watching, they'll definitely know.
Intel acquired. Acquired.
Vault terminal deactivated.
Okay, one vault terminal left.
Do your job.
We're probably gonna have to go to the basement to get a green at this point. Ow. Okay.
Good location.
A rival has already deactivated this vault terminal.
Ooh. I knew they didn't have much health, so I thought the zap gun with its 8 shots was gonna be better than...
Recognize Bishop's handiwork.
Shoot it.
Learn from your mistakes.
Okay. Are you also a player? Yeah, that Larson poof was kind of in the wrong spot, and our shield there was about as good as it could have possibly been. In both situations. Against the cav there, it fully blocked that hallway. I admit that was an accident. I was just trying to put the shield down. The fact it completely blocked the hallway was sheer luck, but it was exactly what we needed. Obviously we got the one tap on her while she was, I guess, flying kick at us. Not even a like run. She was literally kick animation when we shot her the first time. I want a green. Yeah, there's a green right in front of me. What am I doing? And then the headshot after she
A gift from the
she
agency.
broke the shield was quite nice. I think she should have just kept shooting it. Doug's acting a little weird. I'm gonna let him go. Okay, that door swung through me and I got scared.
This vault terminal has already been deactivated. It is called free labor. Not sure we like it.
Okay,
The
so
vault
they're
terminal
coming
is
from
deactivated.
B or A. Do I change what I'm doing based on that? Probably not. They're really hard to detect now. If it's B or A, they could be heading up either way. Although, someone running. I can't shoot them just because they're running. I'm gonna be running in a second. Like, they didn't make any wiggles or anything. If it was a player, that was some good movement. But I think that's them there, so probably fine. Bonds. I want to grab them, but I also don't want to lose the game.
Need that.
Okay. Do need a purple outfit and a printer here. We kind of want a printer up.
Not bad.
I don't know where there is one, but maybe we'll search some of the purple rooms. Oh, wow. Lucky. Okay. Although you can see this one from down there. Not a lot of people look up here, so it's probably
Prefer the
fine.
old software.
But technically, that is in view. I do think, like, we're 20 meters away and I can barely hear it. If we're 21, that goes away and I can't hear it at all. I think they could make printers a little louder. That one going? It is. I could go and do something about that, but just grabbing the package is probably the biggest buff I can get. What I will do, though, is put this way in case they grab theirs and run at me. They'll probably be coming that way.
Package secured. Now they're
One cav? Anyone this way? No. It's probably an elite Abbey because we saw 2 of those in that room. Cav is kind of scary given that we have a high damage, low fire rate gun. But if we could get out of here quickly, we might just be able to... Oh, I have that. Why did I think I didn't have that? Might just be able to outrun her.
There you go.
Whoop.
Rival agent detection mode.
Yeah, that's going to be a no on the outrunning.
Patching you in, Iris.
Ping here.
Initializing rival agent detection mode.
Yep, she's backing off again. We might be able to just land some, like,
Success.
distance-ish shots.
My supering days were over.
Yeah, she's just hanging out between the doors. On her way back, I'm guessing. Yep. So she's probably got all of them hack trapped.
Initializing rival agent detection
So
mode.
we're gonna need some speed. Here's the farthest one away from her. And doop. Cool. I was kind of hoping she'd back into that mine for a cool explosion finish, but she didn't. I also thought I might just hit the mine, but I didn't do that either. Alright, I was real scared of that cav, maybe more than I needed to be, although we did land a nice headshot. Imagine I just fell off the map there trying to get that one ammo. That would have been something, but definitely like me. Alright, we made it. Oof. Yeah, that was a cool game. We landed some... that was kind of a nuts play on E. Yeah, that's all I got. It was kind of crazy. I like this build a lot. Again, I don't think this is her best build. I think I just like it. I think if you wanted her best, probably one of her other 2 weapons, unless you're landing the headshots, of course. This one probably gets seriously cracked if you always hit headshots, but I do not. Although I did land a couple nice ones this game, I admit. Yeah, that's all I got. So do comment on your thoughts, like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe for Deceive Inc content like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one.